I've been interested in the paranormal since I was a child. I used to play in cemeteries, which used to completely freak my parents out. My dad always used to say to me he wishes I had been his firstborn, because we'd have been a family of undertakers, because we had this morbid fascination, the pair of us, with death. But again, it's the Victorians. It's just amazing. So the interest has always been there. I used to read books and watch every film going. And then I lost my dad, and my mum, well, she actually developed dementia then just after Dad died. And 2 years later, she was put onto the pathway, they call it. And she couldn't speak, she couldn't do anything. And we were all sitting around her bed one Friday night, and she sat and she tried to reach out into the corner. And she was smiling, actually. And she died within that hour. And that was the turning point, because that was, I just knew then there was definitely something else. Andy and I started going on paid ghost hunts with other companies just to see what they were like. We weren't that impressed, to be honest, but we kept going and going, because you get the bug and you just keep going. And we did a few with this certain company that John was part of. And we met John and we were getting quite friendly with him, and then we sort of joined this other group who were running events, and John tagged along with us to that one as well. We decided that we could do it better, and we could do it cheaper, and we could give more value for money. We could just do it the way we wanted to. So we formed Fourth Element. Did a investigation out Ormskirk Civic Hall, and there's a man who reputedly hung himself from the ropes on the stage. So we did an automatic writer on the stage, calling out, hoping he'll come forward. Something did. We're not sure whether it was him or not, but it wasn't very nice. The energy didn't feel right. Everyone was starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and I asked what the spirit wanted to do, or what it wanted to do to me in particular, and it drew a noose on the paper. So I said, okay, we're going to close this down, it's getting a little bit out of hand. So closed it, and then we heard 3 loud knocks coming from behind the stage. So we left it for a little bit, and then I thought, right, I'm going to see what's going on. I'd radioed through, I knew where everyone else was. So I went and had a look just by torchlight. There was a small stage door there. I went down, I opened it, it was just a corridor, there was no one there. And as I'm walking away, I said, okay, let's see if you're that brave to do it again. I took 2 steps, and 3 massive bangs came from behind me, to which I did run. I did run, but I had to go and run and sit down and not look as if I was completely spooked, because the rest of the group were, and I had to sort of keep it together for everyone else. But it was a very interesting night in there. Next year we are trying to take over Liverpool. We've got the town hall, we've got the Adelphi Hotel, we've got St George's Hall, catacombs, the courts and the cells. The cells are famous because they held Maybrick, that's what they're famous for. But that's it, it's the history. If nothing happens, at least you've seen parts that you never ever get to see again. No matter how much you know about the paranormal, there is always more. You never ever know it all.